Hello, my little munchkins. Oh, you want?
I had to hit the start button.
Oh, you could have just, it doesn't matter. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Hello, my little munchkins, crones, and sunflowers. How are you on this Saturday or Shabbos? How are you? Well, for my, what we have the Indians. Who are they? They're Indians. We just want to give you a special shout out on the day. You know, we want to thank you from overseas and just thank you for supporting us.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we're going to start recording, you know, we put it in videos on Saturdays, but we're going to start coming on Saturdays because baby Crone go back to school and finally finishing her last year.
Yes. Thank you.
So this is why for during the winter, we're going to be just going more. We're going to still go more, but not as often. Mm-hmm. So we're going to be still putting out average amount of videos out until we have another vacation.
Yes, that is true.
Okay, so with that being said, baby, come on, we're going to talk about.
We're going to be talking about the Braxtons
Before
today.
we get into the Braxtons.
Okay.
It's this new thing.
Okay.
And it could be me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I don't like it when Married to Medicine did it. I don't know what's her name. What's her name? I call her a loudmouth one.
Dr. Heavenly.
Dr. Heavenly. And I can see now when I see Trina and her husband. Oh, that didn't come out. Her husband, they out there going over the show. I don't like it.
Oh, okay.
Because it seems like you're taking away from the bloggers.
Fair enough.
You understand what I'm saying?
That is true. They are doing that.
You put the show out.
Mm-hmm.
Let us enjoy the moment.
Yeah.
I don't want to see, even Candy did it.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
I don't like it because it's like you're promoting. I don't even know if I'm explaining what I want to say. Do you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Baby Crone, you could say better. You're educated. What am I trying to say?
That Trina.
Anybody that does it. Anybody on these reality shows.
Okay, well, anybody that does it on the reality shows is just them like reacting, or I guess as they see it, interacting with the fans by watching the show along with us or commenting on the show, even though it was months ago for them, but it's recent for us.
It just seems so too much. Just step aside and observe. Step aside and observe.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
But when they get to talking and helping, it's like, for me, overload. It's like you're doing the most. You seem too, what's that word? Hungry.
That's true.
You seem too desperate. It's like you're saying, my show isn't good. I got to go out there. It's good. Sometimes you just got to know when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to sit on down, and know when to wait. I'm just saying. Uh-huh. And that's what I feel when they all do it. Just back off and let the bloggers feast. Let them feast. Because when you're not talking, they're guessing.
That's true.
When you're not talking, they're guessing.
Mm-hmm.
And you just feeding them. It's like you're feeding the piranhas.
Yes,
and we don't need you right now. What we need you to do is keep making us thirsty. We don't need you to come in and figure it out for us. That's the best way.
Mm-hmm.
I hope.
Or at least with Married to Medicine's case, make it more drama by like having sly comments about your other cast members while watching, in my opinion.
I don't understand. I just don't want to see any of them saying anything. Not the stars.
Right. Uh-huh.
Like when you had the soap operas, I know, but nobody talked. It's too chattery. We got enough blogging.
Mm-hmm.
It's too much overload. It makes them seem so thirsty. Like, I gotta make more money.
Yeah.
Like, nobody, no, we're talking about you. No, just let us thirst But when you're there and you're on the Carlos King, let him do it. But don't help him. It's like it's starting to be too open, and they want to know why is it not working. My opinion is too much. You got, once they do the show, and then they come back and then they blogging about the show that they just doing. I just think it's too much. Stop it. Let the people be hungry.
That's true.
I don't know if, and so that's what I say about Trina. Let me get back to that. So that's what I say about Trina. So it's like she's already got a cooking show.
Yes.
The mama got a cooking show. And Tamar's always on TV, even with Dish Nation.
Mm-hmm.
So the one that we really don't hear much about really is Tawanda and Tony. So, but now Trina, it's like her cooking show. I love it. Yes. So it's like now sit down with her and her.
Yes.
It
just another thing for them to do, honestly.
Yeah, and it's too much. It seems like you're hungry. Like, I gotta make money. This is the season. No, it'll come. I don't know if that makes sense of what I'm saying.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so that's it. I just had to vent on that. Let me see, did I get it out my system? And because Trina does so much to be out there, you and her husband, because he's a big bad. And it's just too much for me. I don't know if I'm coming off, because I'm trying to be gentle, and I'm not trying to say it's wrong. I'm just trying to say how it bothers me. And I'm ranting about it, but I'm going to put the cap on it with this. They have to do what's best for them.
Okay.
But for me, it's overload. So I haven't even been watching the cooking show.
No, we haven't actually.
Because that's how much of an overload it is. So it's just too much. That's all. You don't have to listen to me. And besides, I'm small on the totem pole. What I know, I'm only a card reader. We only card readers.
Yes, we are.
All right, go ahead, baby.
Well, the episode started off with the mom, Tawanda, and Trina having a lunch/drink date. I'm not sure. They were like tasting drinks. But anyway, during that little lunch date that they had, Kevin Jr. had called, and he was talking about why he was arrested. He had failed to show up to court, apparently. Something happened like that. So how Trina feels, so really Tawanda is they're all concerned about Kevin Jr., but Tawanda seems the most concerned. And as you'll see later in this episode, she was planning.
I wouldn't say that she is the most. I'm saying she's probably the most hands-on.
Okay.
Not say, you could be, and like in Tony's case, you can't say that one favor more than the other. I don't think that's fair.
Yeah, you're right, because Tony didn't want to go, but she had to.
Whether she wanted to go or she didn't want to go, everybody deal with things differently. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, coming from a large family, and there was a time when many of my family members were alive, and things would go on, and I never fussed to go. Because I already knew it was a whole bunch of people before me that would be. It didn't mean that I didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
It was just that I was the least on the totem pole. It's like if we have a big Thanksgiving dinner. And so, they need people to wash the dishes. But they know they're not even going to come to me.
Okay.
You understand? Even when I was little, because I was on the low totem pole. Like the little kids, go scramble, go play. Mm-hmm. So, and I never really showed an interest of cooking, so I'm low on the totem pole. Mm-hmm. So even as I grew up, it wasn't that I didn't care. I cared a lot, Right. But it was so low on the totem pole, they didn't need me. It was so many people. So now, many of them have gone on. And so now it's like, we need you now. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, no, I'm still low on the totem pole. I can't jump into a position
Mhm.
because they all gone and now you want me to wear some shoes I don't fit. I just need me in the toting pole. No, come on out the toting pole. You understand?
Mhm.
So that's why I want to say we can't always say that's the reason. Because it could be how you grew up. Does that make
I
sense?
guess it just makes sense.
I'm venting
No,
too
you're
much.
not.
Did it make sense though?
Yes, you did.
I mean, the reason why I say, and I'm going on about this, the show has made me introverted.
It definitely
It makes you look at things
Mhm.
because they're so real.
They are.
Now, whether they are real, half real, they real enough to invoke me, to challenge me. They're healthy real.
Yes.
Because their brokenness, they're saying, look, no BS. We're broken. And we've been broken for years. And every time we think we're not broken, something comes and breaks us more. And because we are a family of believers, we are obligated, if we're going to do this thing, we're going to be honest.
Mhm.
And so we're going to be as honest as we can be.
Yes.
Because there are some things you just can't be honest about. And sometimes the world need to know certain things.
Mhm.
But you as honest as you can be. And this can be is enough because it definitely has me introspective, thinking about my sister who died on Memorial Day that year. It makes me, I'm all in it with you. It's like, yeah, I didn't know that this was grief. So you're helping. You're helping, like for real. That's why Trina needs to go, because right now I don't see Trina healed.
No.
I'm in the past of Trina. So she's healed now, or being healed. It's a conflict of interest.
Mhm.
She needs to back off with that. Just do your talking show. I don't know. That's me.
Okay.
I'm going on by. She's an interruption for me. And I like to believe that my insight is keen. You don't have to agree with it. But if it's affecting me, when I'm saying the show is a healing show for those that are looking for a way to heal,
Mhm.
it's powerful.
Yes.
And sometimes, if it's not in real time, like when Tamar went off the bench, that's
Yes.
real time. So she's still bringing us up to the real time and making us angry. Like, damn, Tamar, we only got one episode. What? You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But she's in real time. So that's keeping me more. Now, what happened?
Yeah.
Now I'm asking, what happened in the show where Tamar is saying, I don't want to do the show? It's real time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's making me more.
That is true.
Tell me you understand.
Yes, and we're already slowly starting to see it with that grief session in Tamar.
You are. I don't think that's it.
Okay, well, no, that wasn't the start of it, but you can still, at least that's when
I think
started
we'll
seeing
start seeing it when they start showing their individual lives.
Okay. Well,
I want to know if our husband going to show up in there.
That's a good one. That's a good question.
And speaking about husbands, and speaking about Tamar, I have to say this.
Okay.
No matter what anyone think about Tamar and why she lied, for what 1,000 reasons, the bottom line is that is her husband. Until she announces that they are divorced or he did, that is her husband. And you all should stop saying that man.
Yeah,
It sounds racist. She married out of her what is it? Race. She married a Caucasian male who happened to be doing very well for himself, attractive. And whatever he had, she sees great in him.
Yes, she does.
And that is her husband. And y'all going that man and Jay, that's her husband. And she chose not to share it.
She did.
Now, I don't know how current it is or whatever, but what I do hope is that they get themselves back together. This is what I hope, that they get themselves back together, Tamar and JR. I like the names, you know, JR and Tamar. I hope they do get it together and get back to that little show where they were talking about couples, and I enjoyed that. That was another reel, because that was counseling.
Yeah.
And that was, and to see that was beautiful, and to see they look so beautiful together, and to see an interracial couple saying to us, look, the color don't matter here. A problem don't have a color on it.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Yeah.
And I loved it. So I would love for them to give back. They have a lot to give.
Yeah, they do.
But y'all are so racist, and I'm serious. You know who you are.
Mm-hmm, y'all do.
And right now, that's her husband. And I think they're cute. And if there's any way that they can save the marriage, I hope they can. And I can see how the mother could be racist and don't understand that she's racist.
Okay.
Well, she already showed that when she said Tamar liked them kind. Tell me she ain't saying.
I'm not sure.
In the episode. What is them kind? White people.
Mm-hmm.
Look back at it. It's only 3 episodes. I think it was in the second one.
Okay.
But we're on the third one.
Yes, we're on the third one.
Look at the second one. We'll look at it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
But speaking of the girls dealing with their therapy and stuff like that, Trina is going to, she told the girls, her mom and Tawanda, that she wanted to seek more therapy, solo therapy with Spirit.
And then Trina, at the point now, Trina's in therapy, and when Spirit went, I don't want to deal with that. I can't.
Yep, she did. She really
She
did.
does that twice. I can't. I can't.
Right. It's like we was getting some process. And she's like, it's like a movie in my head. And the therapist was like, all right, you want to describe the pictures? And she's just like, nah, I can't go there yet. So then the therapist drove it another way. And I really like this. And it also made me question, I'm not sure if you noticed this, but Trina said that her struggle to coping with grief started when she had lost her ex-husband, Gabe, and her current husband, Vaughn, was feeling some type of way and jealous, like why you grieving your ex-husband? You should be loving me, showing his insecurities. But she says that he has now worked on that and he is no longer insecure. But that just showed me a little bit into their family dynamic.
What did it show you?
That Vaughn can maybe be a little bit controlling. Because how are you going to control how somebody grieves? That's just my opinion.
You know how I feel about Vaughn, okay? Uh-huh. I'm learning and like to trust my instincts.
Oh, it was even better. When she came back from the therapy session, Vaughn immediately asked her, at least on camera, it was just like, so what happened in the therapy session? He was like, you seem a little bit isolated. What you guys talk about? And then she was just like, just because, at least, I'm not sure if she said it to him or in the confessional, but she was like, just because I've opened up to a therapist about grieving doesn't mean I'm ready to talk about grieving with just anybody.
Let me say this about Trina. She's always been one of my favorites, not now.
Okay.
Because she appears to be like an old lady. She just seemed old to me.
Mm-hmm. She do.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It seemed like she just grew old. I don't know if that's, she always seemed so young and gentle and just real. She always drank.
Oh, okay.
She always drank and she was always like, I don't know, like she never was a problem.
Okay.
To me. She was always there on time, whether she was drunk, getting in trouble, but she was there. And she was always an oddball for me. Tracy was the outcast one to me, but Trina was the odd one. Okay. But she blended well with all, you know? Mm-hmm. And her relationship with Gabe, it was so much of who she was you know. And when her and Gabe broke up, I felt bad about that. And then when Gabe passed, I felt triple bad. So I understand Trina. So Trina now has evolved into an old woman to me.
Yeah, you ran it.
Not old as, just old.
I get it.
Just old, like her mother. Not in a bad way. I just hate to see that.
I get it.
What am I saying, baby girl?
That maybe it could just be for the simple fact that she had to hold things in. Or maybe wasn't able to speak how she really felt. So because of that, maybe she became just a slightly hollow shell of herself, not really the Trina we know and loved. In that
She
sense.
just
like
different.
You say, life happened.
Yeah, like she just different and all over the place and all over the camera now, and that wasn't who she was. It's like she hogging the camera. She on the camera for this, and on the camera for that, and she's dancing and singing, and she's just, she's like a Tamar to me. An old Tamar.
Okay.
Like, this is my shine. I don't know. This is the vision of her. Like she's speeding or something, trying to be. And the thing is, that's not how, that could have been Trina, but that's the Trina that too old now. That sometimes we could just grow out of a place.
Okay.
And I don't know. I'm going to hit it.
Okay.
Something coming through.
All right.
A picture coming through. I'm going to hit it.
Well, Trina's just seemed like she's going through a lot so far in these episodes.
And Trina on her show, her cooking show, and
true.
Trina sits down on Friday and just to tell the truth.
Yeah, she does.
Okay.
Speaking of another family member that does therapy, Tamar. Apparently she had sat down to talk with her mother because she feels like Miss E should really get herself a significant other, especially because of her age. But Tamar is writing a book. That was the one thing that
what I like about Tamar is Tamar. She don't change. Like, I'm looking at Trina and says she's different. Tamar's Tamar.
Okay.
I don't see, when I see Tamar, that's really Tamar. So when people fussing, they could fuss at Tamar on real time. Therapy ain't do you no good because she's just Tamar. And they'll say, oh, she's back, Tamar, back to her old ways again. She needs to, but you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But to see Trina, it's like, it's too much for me.
Right. And I also like that Tamar said that she's come to the realization that she will always need to be in therapy just for the sake of somebody helping her for mental, I guess.
Why you like that?
Because at least she can acknowledge that she could need some help.
Yeah. To tell you one thing, it makes me wonder what the hell of a house they come from that mess these girls up so bad like that.
That is honestly true.
I am so sorry about that.
Yeah.
But I know Evelyn said something, and I wanted to mention it, and I was holding it, and it's gone from me. But hopefully it'll come back.
Was it something about the fact that she was disappointed in the girls of not holding up their word about?
No, this is it. I have an issue. This is petty me.
Okay.
I didn't like the way she leapt up from the table because of not paying when she's the mama.
Mm-hmm.
It's like she's like I asked baby, why is she always in it? It's like she getting that check.
Yes,
she getting paid.
Mm-hmm.
They take care of her. And to know or to make me feel or think that this woman won't even pay dinner for your children, I'm not saying she won't. I'm just saying to give that impression.
Right.
You see how she got up from the table when they just had an issue or they talked about it in a ha-ha way. But it made, for us, I can't ha-ha because it made, it was meant to be said.
Right.
And Trina said, I never pay. But this time it says Trina pay.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
You don't see?
Nope, Trina got a little attitude because she called her mom a snitch. She was just like, man, why you telling on me?
Right, and why did they make that there? And I hated to see the mother, that made her catty to me.
It did.
Because I'm
She came
like,
off catty with her.
and what you're acting like, I'm not saying it is, I'm just saying the way it came off. I don't ever pay. I'm mama. That make you look like a leech. Don't you want to take your children out sometime? I'm not saying she doesn't. I'm just saying this is the way that it came off. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Everybody talk about Miss Evelyn. Miss Evelyn got some ways on her.
She do.
And you know what? She got some ways on her. Some girlish ways. She got some girlish ways on her. You know. And a lot of the way them girls are is because of her.
Yes, that is definitely true.
And their biggest problem, I could see it.
Okay.
When they blow off like that, because their mother would go off on them. And they probably wasn't allowed to say what was on their mind. Because Evelyn wasn't having it. What do you mean? Because I could see how she would disrespect, because when the therapist challenged her, how she got mad, blew off some steam, not at the therapist per se, but that's where it came from. But Tamar was irking her last nerve.
Tamar really was.
And the therapist seeing everything put Miss Evelyn on a little block.
Oh, she did.
Because on what Miss Evelyn said about the son. Don't distract Miss Evelyn. She didn't say it. So when Tamar started, that's all Miss Evelyn needed was to pop off, to get up, walk around, go look in a pot.
Yes.
Come on now. I see things. And I see what I see.
Yeah.
And so she come back. I'm telling you, Miss Evelyn got them girls all. I'm telling you, Miss Evelyn only got to give a look. These are grown women in their 40s.
Yeah.
I think take Tony in her 50s, and they still like little kids. So when Miss Evelyn pop up and go off like that, it's part of an act and it's part real.
Okay.
Because I would hate to be around her if she really went off.
Yeah, you're right.
But that was a deterrent move. And I was like, because if you think about it, the things that Miss Evelyn do, I'm just saying. And now that's no disrespect to Miss Evelyn.
No, just got to watch her closely.
Just got to watch her move.
And then lastly,
let me say, can you imagine girls afraid to speak out in front of their mama?
No, I cannot.
They in their 40s and 50s. Stop it. I can't.
Yeah, I can't.
What are you saying? Are you saying to me, like I'm talking to the camera? Now many of you may disagree with this. But if my mama was sitting here right now, and she began to pop off, I would say to my mom, chill, mom. This is unnecessary. And if she say don't talk, I'd be like, don't talk to me. This don't have to be this way.
Sure.
You embarrassing me. I'm grown. Now I'm not gonna call her no B. I'm not gonna get indignant. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But my mom would know me. And I'm saying to her, we ain't gotta go there. Now if you want them to see an ugly truth, come on, I'm being real.
Yeah, keep poking the bear.
I'm being real. We can get ugly, right? You and I.
Oh, yeah.
But that's so rare. But we can go there. But is it not easier for me to just say, Mom, you can't pop off like that. Or you giving me the look, you go do whatever. And I would say, why are you looking at me like that? I'm going to call her out. Because you don't scare me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm grown. You old.
Mm-hmm.
You can't beat me up no more. You're not the boogeyman in my life. Wow, you can't yell like me no more. I can out yell you. You old, I'm old. You just older, Mom. I can beat you up now. Not that I would.
Right.
I hope you understand my sentiment.
Mm-hmm.
The bully, when does it just seems like they under a blanket and Miss Evelyn still pulling the strings in an indirect way to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did I say too much?
No, you did not.
This is the therapy that they bringing me on.
Yeah,
so
for real.
If I'm going over the edge, just go on. I'm sorry. This is how I feel, and it's a feeling that's invoking in me, and it has to do with Miss Evelyn, and I'm dealing with it. And as it's coming, because I'm channeling energy, and I trust it, and I think the therapist is picking up on it, but she's dealing with it ever so gently. And a lot of them don't want to be therapy because they can't be real.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And Trina is trying to be real.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't know yet because we got to see how it works. That's why I'm saying I don't know why she's doing this talk. It's just not.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm sorry. It is therapy for me, but go ahead.
Yeah. Well, the last person we had to talk about, which was the last sister, was Toni Braxton, and how she is preparing for her show with how do you say his name? Cedric, the entertainer, and also Cedric the entertainer. She's getting ready to perform that in a month, she said, and then after that, she's going to be going on a month-long Vegas residency. And she's over here talking to her manager. She's like, all right, how can we do this? And how can we make sure I'm safe when I'm feeling fatigued?
She sounds like Celine Dion.
You're right.
What do
she
you
actually
mean?
Does.
If I already know I'm sick.
Yes.
I'm not supposed to be doing this.
Exactly.
So people done paid for a show, and you're going to go out there, and you do one song, hit one note, and you're sick, so they done lost their money. I don't think that's fair.
No, it's not. Not fair for the fans.
I don't think
for
it's
your
fair.
Body.
Absolutely. That's just, I don't know what that is. Greed. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
what it is.
I don't
vanity,
get it.
I don't know. Vanity. It's vanity.
Okay.
I don't get it.
I really don't get it either.
And you know, and I'm going to say this, and this is my opinion. I would hate for Toni to get really sick because she has no weight on her at all. Mm-hmm. She looks like an older woman in a little girl's body.
Yes, she does.
She looked like she weighs no more than 103 pounds. Yeah. If that.
Yeah, if that.
If that.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's just got this little, and she's short.
Yeah.
So she's got this little girl's body, and she's working herself like this, for God knows. So I'm telling you, really there are people who just don't know when to say, you gotta know when to hold it. That's her. Let it go, Toni. And even though she's saying my life and my past is coming before me to remind me, and yet she still won't let it go. Yes. And yet you're saying, I'm afraid I'm gonna die. Those are warning triggers. So you're like, I'm gonna still do the show, but if I feel away, yeah, that's what Celine Dion said, and she realized that kind of thinking wasn't fair to her audience because she didn't know, and it wasn't fair. And she said she felt bad for taking their money, didn't she? Yes, she did say that. If you do 2 or 3 songs and then you get sick, that's not fair.
Yeah, and she's up there dancing and still practicing and rehearsing on top of that. And then on top of that, she says she can't even do much flying around. So therefore, she has to pretty much stay stationary. So she pretty much, it's pretty clear that she's has survivor's remorse because she continues to do the same thing that is making her feel guilty, which is the fact that my sister died, but I'm still working my body. So that's how I feel about watching Tony, and it's just having me shake my head at her. Is that it? Yeah,
No,
that's it.
I was feeling the moment. I really was, because I wanted you to talk, because we both are passionate about different things. The thing I say before I close out on this is Tony have issues. And she's making it difficult for me to feel sorry for her.
Just a little bit.
For me.
Mhm.
Because if you know that this is not what you should do,
Exactly.
and you do it anyway, you're in defiance.
Yes.
And the thing is, you ain't got enough weight to save a bird. That's one thing I know. When you get older, have a little weight, not overly weight, but enough weight that if something happens, if you go a couple of days, you won't die of starvation.
That's true.
I don't know how to explain that.
Or having the lack of nutrients in your
Right.
bodies.
Right. And I don't know. My thing is with Tony is, can I say something more my mother used to say with me?
Okay.
A hard head make a soft butt. Right?
Yeah.
So that's how I feel about her. And I adore Tony. I really, really do. 7 whole days, and I'm just about through. 7 whole nights. Anyway, I can't take it no more. I had about enough of you. I'd rather be on my own. Okay, that's on Tony.
Oh, yes. One of the sisters, I think it was Trina or Tawanda, but one of the sisters is worried, or it could have been Tamar. One of the sisters is worried the fact that Tony does not have a significant other with her during this trying time with her, and especially with her health. It was Trina, because she was like,
See, that's what I'm saying. Trina seemed like she was just everywhere for everybody. And now to see Trina fall apart, no, not you, Trina. Not my girl. Gonna go old, Trina, old. Not old in the way I don't know. You understand what I'm saying?
I do get it.
She young when you see her on the cooking show.
Yes, because TV and cooking makes her come to life.
Right. But outside of that, she just seemed like a old lady, old bag lady, lay them bags down. And when she around her husband, he makes her seem old. She seemed old in the kitchen. That's what it is. He's old.
Yeah, I think
he's just like an old man, and it's like he in the way. It's like y'all need a bigger kitchen.
Yes.
Or he need his spot because he's just too works. He's just too big. It's like he's just Herman the Monster. Just no offense, Train. Just too big for the kitchen.
And he also seems like the one that loves the camera. So.
And he hogs the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Just look.
Yeah, I think we know where Trina's picking up her energy from. She's becoming. She's becoming a female Vaughn.
Yes, I'm going to Trina. That's what I'm saying. Because Trina was my favorite. I even have Trina music. Am I kidding?
No, you are not.
So she was. But to see her in this place, she was the young one to me. I don't know.
I get it.
I don't know. And then it's like him, and I get it. She loves him, and I respect that. But he's so different than Gabe, and night and day. And I don't know. This guy is just, I don't know.
Yeah.
He's not soft. And
he may look soft.
You think he looks soft?
Yeah, he looks like a big bear.
So anyway,
yes,
he looks soft. Okay, that's respect. I respect it. He looks soft. So that you're saying, and this is what I hear. So you can't take it back.
Okay.
It's like he's the kind of husband you could just get away with murder with, in a sense. Like he's just gonna just love you and hug you, and a big bear.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I could see
nurturing.
That. Yeah.
Treat you like a baby.
Yeah. Just lounge around.
Just easy going with you. for me and everybody else.
Yes.
I don't know. So anyway,
Yeah, that's a
I'm
man
not
for
saying he mean or anything. I don't know the man. I don't know. It's just something about him. But and I guess it's because he's got such a big old presence. And I think he overshadows Trina. And I think that she has to do so much singing and dancing because he takes over.
Got you.
His presence is too big. And Trina never had a big presence. And now that she was noticeable.
Okay.
But now that she's getting this big old presence, and I'm like, we already see you. You don't need to be big. You don't need to be the first one to speak. You don't need to be the one that had the breakdown on camera. You don't need, you're big. And even though her husband has a big personality, you see that she still shine in the background.
Yes, she do.
I don't know.
She find a way to shine. That's
She find a way. That's what I'm saying. I can't. It's gonna come out. It's something about her that I don't like who she has become. And I know we grow up, and I know I guess I don't like what he brings out in her.
Okay, that's fair enough.
That's it. That's it. It's not that I don't like him. I don't like what he brings out in her. Now, what he brings out in her could be a good thing, but I don't like the way it's displayed. I don't like the way she's displayed.
Okay, I like that.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And because they blend, so it's like his power has overshadowed her, and she's now morphed into a lot of him, and it's not who Trina is.
Well, yeah, I get it.
Like what you said. And maybe you'll get it. I don't know. I've been going on and on and on about it, but I figured out what it is. What did I say it was, baby?
That you just don't like who he brought out in Trina.
I don't like who Trina has become being with him.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it's bad or good. I'm just saying it's a difference, and it's a way that it presents her, and the way she's presenting herself. I don't like it. It's not the Trina I know, and that's okay, because if Trina's happy, that's all that matters.
Yes.
I'll catch up. Remember, they've been gone.
Mm-hmm.
So remember, I'm in the past, so I'm where I'm supposed to be. Because that's why I'm saying I don't want Trina right now there helping figuring out nothing, because I see her as a problem.
Yeah, you do.
Even though she could be healed.
Mm-hmm.
Just that's it. Anyway, I'll go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. But enough. We thank you for joining us as we went over the ins, the outs, and what happened on this episode of the Braxtons. As you see, I'm enjoying every bit of it.
Yes,
and I like the introspective that it allows me to think.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're going inwardly, and you feel as though, like, I'm going, and this is dredging up a whole lot of feelings for me, please, we are available. Who are we?
Yes.
Come on, babe. Come on.
Yes, you can reach us at www.
You can make an appointment, and we are here. If you feel as though I'm too old, you can call to Baby Crone. And we are here. We could be your 911. Okay? Call us if you need help, guidance, and let us help you if you should need that.
Yes.
For real, right?
Yes, for
because
real.
As we go through this, I am going through changes and things, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
the Braxtons sure did bring the real and the grief and the presence of their sister.
And we're only in the third episode.
Yes.
This is marvelous.
Yeah, I feel like I'm already part of the family.
But I felt like we were family and we were separated, and now we're coming back, and now I get to see what's going on in everybody's life. The only person whose life I'm familiar with is Tamar. That's why I say, I wish she didn't say what she said, and I guess that's why we all responded. But wait a minute, I said what I said, that this was over.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you did.
Sunflowers. Oh, sorry.
Sunflowers.